when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. On the run, it's Robbins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. It's Robbins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Woodhead. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
Let's go.
Looking for space. It's Woodhead. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. It's complete to the right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Costa. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from the defensive coach. You know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Utes, they snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Utes are on the move. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And back to the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hooks. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. On the run, it's Woodhead. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got out of trouble and throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Forced out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
The pass on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 25 on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes are in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Utes are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Utah! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. It's Cook.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Utes moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Woodhead.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Catch in the middle, it's Palmer. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's complete to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. caught over the middle. It starts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Palmer. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's McMillan. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
The Utah offense returns returns, ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Utes in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Now on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Pace, 27.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure in the quarter.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds a man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker, quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle. It's Bean. Tripped up for the tackle. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it starts. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Red pass is complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. The quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Right on the money. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the 1st down, the desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, pretty meaningless in the grand scheme, and the game is over.